Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Because without you guys, this would be nothing. I mean, seriously, it'd be nothing. It'd be a YouTube channel with 2 subscribers, me and Joe Boo. But anyway, we have some interesting news that's kind of happened in the last couple of hours while I've been at work. And that is that the Broncos would love to have discussions with Tony Romo if and when he becomes a free agent. So it's not a matter of if Tony Romo will get a job. Clearly, he can get a job. But for me, any of you guys that have been following me for a while know that I'm a student of the game. I love the history of the game. And I use what's happened in the past a lot to make my calls about what I think is going on now and what may happen down the road. So a lot of people wonder, well, Mark, how do you know that stuff? Because I remember this stuff happening when I was young. And I can look at everything that's happening right now in 2017, and I can relate it back to the 80s. I can relate it back to the early 70s. Because all this stuff is not new that's happening. It repeats itself over and over again. I remember the exact situation we have right now. You have the veteran quarterback that's been the great leader. You've got the young rookie that maybe he needs time to sit on the bench or time to watch. Do you go with the veteran who took you to a Super Bowl? Or do you go with the young guy who sat out for 5 years? That was the Cowboys in the 70s. You had Craig Morton take the team to a Super Bowl and lose to the Colts, where the offense couldn't put out. You had Roger Staubach come in after sitting out for 5 years because he was in the Navy, who was young and an unconventional quarterback. He scrambled. He ran a lot. These are things quarterbacks didn't do back then. And so it was, do we stick with the guy who's taken us to a Super Bowl, that's been the leader for this team for years? Or do we go with the young guy who's unproven? Fortunately, Tom Landry made the right call. Roger Staubach became Captain America, one of the most beloved players in the NFL. Craig Morton went to Denver, played against the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. You can see the exact parallels. The only difference is Tony Romo hasn't taken the team to a Super Bowl like Craig Morton. But you've got the veteran guy that, has been there for all those years. That's been proven during the regular season. And then you got this young guy. Well, yeah, he had a good season. He looks okay, but you don't know what he's going to be like next year. Exact same thing they said back then. You can look at our situation back in the 80s, where we had Danny White, a fantastic quarterback. For whatever reason, 3 NFC championship games in a row, but we couldn't win any one of those and make it to the Super Bowl again. It wasn't that Danny White couldn't play, but for whatever reason, the 49ers were a great team. You went against some really great teams. Just couldn't get over that hump. Just like, unfortunately, Tony Romo. We had those 8-8 seasons where all we need to do was just win one. We had those 13-3 seasons where the Giants, as a wild card, came in, kicked our butts. We've had those Green Bay Packer games where, for whatever reason, whether it's coaching, Tony Romo, the deep, whatever, just didn't make it. And sometimes you have to change what you're doing to get a different result. And I think it's high time that we look back at what's happened in the past, learn from it, and realize, got to go in a different direction. We've tried it over and over again. It's like running into a brick wall. Got to go in another direction. And it's high time for Jerry, as much as you love Tony Romo, to go ahead and do him a favor and let him go. This stuff we're doing isn't good for anybody. It's not good for us fans, because us fans are dividing up like a locker room will behind the quarterbacks. We've got some people that are saying you're just a Romo hater, you're not a real fan. You got other guys that are on the other side of the fence saying, man, get over it. It's time to end this madness. And Tony Romo, he's giving you everything that he's got. Respect the man enough to let him finish his career where he wants to go. Give him the time to be able to do the work with the other team to get ready to play. That's my thoughts on it. It's time for everybody, for the good for everybody, to end this week. So as always, friends, I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Joe Boo. Thank you for watching, commenting, and subscribing to Joe Boo Sports Report. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click on the picture of Sean Lee and Joe Boo down in the corner. The camera's reversed. I can never get the shit right. It's either over in this corner or it's over in that corner. I don't know. Just click on it so that way you can get the updates of when I'm going to be live streaming, and you can be part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Have a great day, and any other breaking news, I'll be sure to bring it to you.